The relationship between turnover intention and job embeddedness of employees who are working home due to COVID-19 changes. Companies that experience higher employee turnover incur costs and perform worse financially. The word embeddedness was first used in the context of connectedness to explain the key dimensions of this construct, specifically the links, fit, and sacrifice. The links refer to the degree to which employees have links to other people or activities. Fit measures the degree to which employee jobs and communities fit other aspects of their life spaces. Sacrifice measures ease of breaking links in present settings. Our literature review revealed essential aspects. Embeddedness decreases turnover. Employees stay in organizations to avoid loss of intrinsic or instrumental resources. Despite hostile work environments, employees with higher levels of embeddedness are less likely to quit their jobs. Organizational embeddedness is positively predicted by an individual's personality traits. Higher levels of embeddedness off the job are generally associated with lower turnover. Job embeddedness significantly predicts performance. The objectives of our study were to test the relationship between turnover intention and job embeddedness for employees working from home, to test the relationship between turnover intention and sacrifice for employees working from home, and finally, to test the relationship between turnover intention and links community for employees working at home. We had 3 research questions. Our first research question was, does job embeddedness affect the turnover intentions due to employees working from home? Our second research question was, does on-the-job dimension of fit, links, and sacrifice affect the turnover intentions due to employees working from home? And our final research question was, does off-the-job dimension of fit, links, and sacrifice affect the turnover intentions due to employees working from home? Our research methodology included a data collection method of survey questionnaire. We used a quantitative non-experimental research design and targeted 103 respondents. We had a 95% statistical confidence level and assumed that net data was normally distributed. We used quantitative methodology for data analysis. We examined both on-the-job and off-the-job embeddedness. Multiple regression modeling was used, and if there was a statistically significant relationship between job embeddedness and employee retention was explored. We used SPSS and Excel to analyze the data. We had a few limitations in that non-random selection of respondents was used, and it was based solely on the perceptions of the respondents, and the study was cross-sectional. Most of our respondents were male, between the ages of 30 and 39 years old, in an organization that was larger than 2,100 employees. The job type that our research participants were largely from was in a management position with experience of over 4 years in the same organization and were from an African and South African background. The statistical test for our research question 1 produced a p-value of 0.021, which caused us to reject the null hypothesis. There was a correlation coefficient of 30.8%, which indicated a positive and weak correlation. Our second research question had a p-value of 0.012, which made us reject the null hypothesis for on-the-job embeddedness and turnover intention. The correlation coefficient was 32.7%, which indicated a positive weak correlation. There was a statistically significant correlation between job embeddedness and turnover intent, with fit job being a positive and a statistically significant predictor of turnover intent. And our third research question, we had a p-value of 0.343, which is greater than our significance level. Therefore, we accepted the null hypothesis. There was no statistically significant relationship between off-the-job embeddedness and turnover intention. We found that there were 3 dimensions of job embeddedness: fit, link, and sacrifice were used. Job embeddedness was a statistically significant predictor of employee retention. We found that the fit of on the job was the most important to the employee's decision of whether to stay or go, and that the relationship was significantly influenced by on the job embeddedness. We concluded that the study could serve as guidelines for employers and managers. It could be used as a good statistical tool to inform the likelihood of potential turnover. Our recommendations outline onboarding, orientation, learning and development, and retention strategies, and include future research, which could include other ethnic groups which were not adequately represented in our current study. Onboarding is a recommendation that can be used by managers. This is a process that starts before employees join, and effective onboarding improves retention. Managers should find creative ways to onboard new employees remotely. Orientation should also be used. In order to make new employees feel comfortable, managers should provide them with concise and accurate information so they can adapt faster. Learning and development. A manager can assign an orientation buddy or mentor who can help each employee grow and learn together, as well as the use of retention strategies. Managers need to implement retention strategies that improve job embeddedness, which in turn improves the performance and innovation of the organization. The following are general retention strategies that can be used: the hiring of the correct people, appreciating employees, monetary incentives, and health and wellness programs. Managers of employees who are working from home should also let employees know that how to fit into the organization, ensure that team membership is emphasized, and to familiarize employees with the culture of the organization. The main objective is to ensure that an employee is embedded so that the employee is effective and successful in the organization.